No.
Okay, so last topic is, I guess, a new hope, but just, thoughts about the future. And we were talking about, hopium and the idea of hope and false hope and all that. And you made I think, a really important distinction that I would like you to share.
Oh, okay. So help
Or
me
should we wait
remember
on
how
that?
I said it. Help me remember how I said it.
Okay.
Really, truly
Uh,
help me.
no, because,
I
there's
don't,
a way, even
yeah.
Kamala today. Oh, go ahead.
Okay. I'll give this. Yeah. Even Kamala today was like, we're going to be okay. So I wanted to just roll back. Um, so I'll share a personal thing. So I had this thing that happened in my spinal cord um, after my pregnancy, and I just kind of went for it. Speaking of Spider-Man, I, on that movie set, eating the sandwiches. So I ate so many sandwiches when I was pregnant. My daughter loves sandwiches. And I gained like 70, 80 pounds. I knew this was it. I was going to be pregnant once, and I just didn't want to, whatever. And I was all trim and it was all beautiful and it was all perfect. And then that last trimester, I was just like, huh. And it affected, I didn't know I had this syrinx in my spinal cord. It's a genetic thing. We didn't know we had it, but you can see it right on the MRI. It's like, thank God it's something that he's like, oh, here's a picture of the thing, or you think you would going crazy. And it expanded. So it's a cyst inside my spinal cord. And with the extra weight, that weight gain that fast and that sort of thing, it just, the pressure caused it to expand, and it from inside my spinal cord hit my nerves. So it was right at my thoracic 4 and 5, and that part of your spinal cord. So it was like from my rib cage down, I was almost like semi-paralyzed. So I had a drop foot. It was bad. It started with just, I couldn't walk. So, and then it was, months of trying to work out from that. It took me 10 years to get all that worked out, and neurosurgeons, and couldn't do the surgery, blah, 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 blah. So all this is happening to me as my career is going, and I have a newborn baby. This all sort of happens at once. And I was working on a project with a comedian and writer named Jonathan Katz, who did Dr. Katz, which was like a cartoon, a squiggly cartoon. And Jonathan had MS. And not many people knew about that at the time. And so he kind of zeroed in on me in a really beautiful way, right? Because he worked with many writers and everything. And he just sort of saw me and saw how I was with this thing that was happening to me. And because I was really like, I'm okay, I'm gonna, soldier through. And he just sort of one day took me aside and said, look, denial is not your friend in this. And you need to be really careful with it. Everything is not okay. But that doesn't mean you're not going to get through this. And he was the person who first made that very clear distinction for me, that those are two different things. And because, as we said, we were talking about at the top of the show, the future is coming. It's moving, right? And you can move with it in reality, dealing with what's there and doing our best, because there's so much unknown in this, to sort of light the way, at least enough of like, okay, here's what's coming now, so that we can not only wrap our minds around it, but we actually have some choices that we can see. None of the choices we're going to be making, everybody, none of them are what we wanted, because they're not coming from democracy anymore. They're coming from fascism. It's really coming. It's really happening. It's upon us. It's a different world now. And we just haven't lived through it. But we're going to get through it.